how the India-Canada ties continue to now deteriorate. Now, India expels 6 Canadian diplomats amid rising diplomatic tensions with Canada. In a statement, the Ministry of External Affairs has listed the names of the Canadian diplomats who have been asked to leave the country on October 19th. Acting High Commissioner R. Stewart Ross Wheeler, Deputy High Commissioner R. Patrick, along with the First Secretaries, and including the names Mary, Ian Ross, Adam and others, are the diplomats who have been expelled by New Delhi. India termed Canada's move as the preposterous and part of the political agenda of the Justin Trudeau government. In a tit-for-tat move, the Canada also has asked the 6 diplomats to leave the country. Police, in fact, had uncovered evidence of a worsening campaign against the Canadian citizens. Relations between the two countries have been fraught since last year, when the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said he had evidence linking the Indian agents to the assassination of the 6 separatist leaders in the country. The withdrawal of the High Commissioner and the other diplomats by India indicates a significant downgrading of the ties with Canada. The face-off between India and Canada continues to escalate, while the Royal Canadian Police had said that the significant information on the broad criminal activity orchestrated by the agents of the Government of India and used to target the members of the South Asian community in Canada. Now, viewers, moving forward, the relationship between India and Canada is in the focus and now has been marked by a series of contentious incidents and to and fro back responses which have not been landed very nicely, along with the diplomatic tensions. Highlighting the complex nature of the international relations, these events have spanned from cultural controversies to the allegations of foreign interference, showcasing the multifaceted challenges that these two nations face. India and Canada ties have remained under pressure for almost half a decade, and with Ottawa now designating the Indian High Commissioner and the other diplomats as the person of interest in a matter related to an investigation in the country, relations are also now expected to get frostier. The Ministry of External Affairs on Monday strongly said that it strongly rejects these preposterous imputations and ascribes them to the political agenda of the Trudeau government that is centered around the vote bank politics. Relations between the two countries have been fraught since last year, when Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said that he had evidence linking Indian agents to the assassination of the 6 separatist leader in his country. Viewers, let's in fact now take a moment at some of the major timeline which leads to the Indian-Canadian diplomacy showdown. Also, let us get a quick glimpse of what exactly has led of the showdown and a possible face-off between the India and Canada. Starting with exactly what prompted exactly was in the month of June in last year, when Hardeep Singh Nijjar, who was shot dead outside a Sikh temple in Sarai. In fact, that was the moment where the exchange of formal statements hitting out between both the nations in fact began. Moving on, then on 1st September, in fact, what it led to, that Canadian trade official said in a public forum that Canada had paused the talks on a proposed nation with India. Then thereafter, what it followed was Prime Minister Narendra Modi conveyed strong concerns about the 6 separatist protest in Canada to the Prime Minister Trudeau on the sidelines of G20 summit that held in New Delhi. The exchange of the concerns over the need for Khalistan in fact was communicated. Then in the month of September, in fact, the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau told the Parliament that Canada was actively pursuing credible allegations linking the Indian government agents to the Nijjar's killing. In fact, that was a statement where India took the cognizance and reacted. India dismissed Trudeau's assertion as absurd, and then also said that each country expels a diplomat in tit-for-tat moves. Then going forward, in the month of September, India suspended issuing new visas for Canadians and asked the Ottawa to reduce its diplomatic presence in India. In fact, that was also the beginning of the entire face-off, where in October last year, Canada withdrew 41 diplomats from India and amid a dispute for Niger's murder. It was the flashpoint. Niger's murder in fact became the flashpoint where even Canada continued to respond to these strong stances that India continued to maintain. Then in the month of November last year, India's anti-terror agency filed a case against Gurpatwant Singh Pannun. That was a time when in fact the Canadian government also took the stand of the developments that were being followed in complete diligence by the Indian government. India then expelled 6 Canadian diplomats amid these tensions that were rising between both the nations. It was then this year at this point of time when Canada accused India for the organized crime. So this in fact led to where Canada is coming at India at this point of time. It started with Hardeep Singh Niger's in fact killing, and where Canadian government has now reached when in public forum they in fact accepted that they have unraveled the links of India for organized crime on the Canadian soil.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.